Most people think collagen is just about beauty creams or wrinkle fillers. But the truth is, after 60, collagen isn't just something that makes you look younger. It's something that helps you feel younger. It supports the very fabric of your body, your skin, your joints, your muscles, your heart, even your eyesight. Collagen is like scaffolding for the body. And once you hit your mid-60s, that scaffolding starts to crumble unless you give it what it needs.
Bigger bows you need?
Have your knees been aching more than usual? Has your skin started bruising easily or losing elasticity? Are you feeling weaker or noticing slower recovery after small injuries? That's not just getting old. That's a silent collagen crisis. And today we're going to change that. Not with pills, not with gimmicks, but with food. Real, honest, senior function food that can naturally stimulate your body's own collagen production. You don't need a cabinet full of supplements to fight aging. You need wisdom, motivation, and the right nourishment. And it starts with something that's been around for centuries: bone broth. Let me tell you about Albert. He's 81 now, lives up in Western Pennsylvania, a retired construction foreman who spent his life swinging hammers and climbing scaffolds long before anyone had heard of ergonomic anything. When I met him, he told me, "Son, I don't miss the job. I miss feeling like I could do the job." A few years ago, Albert's knees started giving out. His hands stiffened. Every step was a reminder that his body was wearing out. He tried glucosamine, joint gels, even cortisone shots. None of it lasted until his daughter, a holistic nurse, suggested something that made him laugh at first. "Drink homemade bone broth twice a week." "What is this, the 1800s?" he said. But he did it anyway, more for her than for himself. 2 months later, the difference was shocking. He wasn't running marathons, but he was walking upstairs again without wincing. His hands stopped cramping when holding tools. He even said his sleep was better, and his skin didn't bruise as easily. That's the power of collagen, and it's hiding in something as humble as a pot of simmered bones. You see, bone broth is loaded with gelatin, a broken-down form of collagen that your body can absorb and use immediately. It also contains glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, amino acids that literally help rebuild your connective tissues. Studies from respected institutions, like the National Institutes of Health, have shown that seniors who regularly consume collagen-rich foods report improved joint mobility, stronger nails, and yes, even better digestion. So why not skip the pills and do what your great-grandparents did? Boil some bones, sip slowly, and let your body thank you. Albert puts it best: it's not magic, it's just remembering what worked before we got fancy. Now, let's talk citrus. And before you roll your eyes thinking vitamin C, really, stay with me. Because most people don't know this. Without enough vitamin C, your body literally can't produce collagen. It's like trying to build a house with no nails. And unfortunately, many seniors are deficient in it. Not because they don't eat fruit, but because absorption gets trickier with age. That's where citrus fruits come in. Oranges, lemons, limes, grapefruits. These are powerhouse fruits for senior health. They're not just immune boosters, they're collagen protectors. Vitamin C is essential for the synthesis of procollagen, the precursor to collagen, and it also helps neutralize the free radicals that destroy existing collagen over time. Let me share a story from across the Atlantic. A woman named Isabelle, 74 years old, retired librarian from Lyon, France. Isabelle had always been poised, the kind of woman who wore silk scarves and read 19th century poetry with her tea. But in recent years, she had stopped smiling in photographs. Not because she wasn't happy, but because the lines around her mouth made her self-conscious. Her grandson noticed and asked, "Grandma, why don't you ever smile in pictures anymore?" That innocent question shook her. Instead of buying expensive creams, she made a small change, adding fresh citrus to her meals. Lemon water in the morning, a wedge of grapefruit with lunch, orange zest on her fish. It wasn't dramatic, it was consistent, and after just a few months, her skin looked brighter. Her eyes sparkled again, but more than that, her mood improved. She smiled again, in photos, at the table, even in the mirror. And here's what the science says. According to research from Oregon State University, seniors with higher vitamin C intake show significantly better skin elasticity, fewer fine lines, and stronger immune response. But beyond the numbers, what I love about citrus is what it represents. Renewal, a burst of brightness in your day. A simple step toward reclaiming your vitality. Elderly reflections like Isabelle's remind us that it's not always the big changes that bring healing. Sometimes it's just a lemon and a little motivation. So now I'll ask you, what are you doing today to support your body from the inside out? Are you giving it what it needs to stay strong, flexible, resilient? Because aging isn't about fading, it's about fortifying. And the truth is, senior health doesn't start in a clinic. It starts in your kitchen, with bone broth, with citrus, with small, powerful choices made daily. This isn't about looking 30 again. It's about feeling like yourself again. And if these stories speak to you, if they remind you of your father, your aunt, if this video sparked a thought or made you reflect, leave a comment and let us know. Where are you watching from? Are you in the US? In Europe? Maybe Canada? I'd love to know. Every voice adds to the conversation, and here at Elderly Reflections, we believe every story matters. And if you want to keep exploring life lessons from the elderly, senior health breakthroughs, and true inspiration that goes beyond the surface, then like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell, because we're just getting started. And coming up next, I'll reveal 2 more collagen-boosting foods, one that's been hiding in your spice rack, and another that doubles as an afternoon treat for your skin and joints. Now, let me ask you something. When was the last time you really thought about what your body needed before you sat down to eat? Not just calories, not just fiber, but what your bones, skin, and joints, especially over 60, crave in order to stay strong. Previously, we talked about bone broth and citrus fruits, both classic natural allies in boosting collagen. But the journey doesn't stop there, because as I've learned from many seniors across North America and Europe, the second half of life isn't about slowing down. It's about becoming more intentional. And when it comes to collagen, there are still a few powerful foods we haven't covered, including one that's probably sitting right now in your kitchen cupboard, waiting quietly to change your life. But before I get to that, let me open a loop that I promise to close by the end of this story. There's a 70-year-old woman I met named Darlene from Oregon. Sharp, funny, still drives a red convertible, but used to suffer from chronic joint stiffness that made her feel years older than she was. She told me she had tried everything, creams, supplements, even yoga. Nothing lasted, until she found this one overlooked spice I'm about to tell you about. And what happened next changed not just her mobility, but her mindset. Hold that thought. Let's talk about turmeric. Now, I know it's not exactly the kind of thing most seniors grew up using in their cooking. Maybe you've heard about it in articles or seen it on fancy health blogs. But here's what you need to understand. Turmeric isn't a trend. It's ancient medicine and one of the most effective natural anti-inflammatories on the planet. The active compound in turmeric is called curcumin, and in addition to reducing chronic inflammation, which breaks down collagen faster than you can rebuild it, curcumin also protects existing collagen networks and stimulates fibroblasts, the cells that produce new collagen. That's right. It doesn't just defend your body, it helps rebuild it. Studies published in the Journal of Medicinal Food and the American Journal of Geriatric Psychiatry found that seniors who consumed turmeric regularly showed improved memory, reduced joint pain, and most importantly for us, better markers of collagen integrity in skin and cartilage tissue. And now back to Darlene. Remember her joint stiffness? Well, she started drinking golden milk, just a cup of warm almond milk with half a teaspoon of turmeric, a pinch of black pepper, which helps curcumin absorption, and a little honey, every night before bed. Within 3 weeks, she noticed her knees didn't creak getting out of the car. Her hands moved more freely, and as she told me with a smirk or the mindset, "But I feel like I can dance again." That's elderly wisdom in motion. So if you've got turmeric sitting in your spice rack, dust it off. Use it in soups, in tea, even sprinkle it over roasted vegetables. It's more than a flavor. It's a signal to your body we're still building, not breaking. Now let's dive into our second food, and trust me, this one's going to surprise you, because we've talked about savory. But what about something sweet that also strengthens your skin and bones? Let's talk about berries, especially blueberries and strawberries. These little fruits may look delicate, but inside they're collagen powerhouses, rich in antioxidants, particularly anthocyanins and vitamin C. Berries protect your existing collagen from oxidative stress and inflammation, 2 of the biggest threats to senior health. More than that, they help your body maintain and extend the life of its collagen fibers, so the things you build, stronger joints, healthier skin, don't fade away too quickly. And here's the kicker. A study from the University of Exeter in the UK found that older adults who consumed a serving of blueberries daily showed improved cognitive performance, better blood flow, and more collagen retention in their connective tissues. And that brings me to Roy Batired, Mailman in Nova Scotia who emailed me after watching one of our older videos. Roy, 76, had always been skeptical of health trends, but he loved blueberries. Grew them in his backyard, actually. After adding a daily bowl of berries with Greek yogurt and a sprinkle of flaxseed, he noticed something unexpected. His skin was healing faster, the dark spots on his arms were fading, and his dentist even commented on improved gum health. He said, "I always thought I was just snacking. Turns out I was rebuilding." That's the beauty of simple, honest food. No hype, just results. And if you're someone who enjoys a light dessert after dinner, skip the cookies. Try a bowl of mixed berries instead. Add a few nuts or a dollop of yogurt, and you've got a senior sweet, collagen-supporting treat your body will thank you for. So there you have it. Turmeric and berries, 2 more natural ways to boost your collagen, strengthen your foundation, and live with intention after 60. With bone broth and citrus on your side, you're already halfway to a routine that supports what matters most: your mobility, your glow, and your independence as the years unfold. Motivation is important, so is inspiration. But what really matters, action, doing, choosing. In these stories, Darlene with her turmeric, Roy with his blueberries, remind us that senior health is a journey we can take one mindful bite at a time. So let me ask you again, what's in your kitchen right now that could become your next step toward a stronger you? If today's part gave you something to think about, drop a comment and let us know. Where are you watching from? Maybe the US, the UK, somewhere else in Europe? We'd love to hear. Every voice matters here at Elderly Reflections, where we share elderly reflections from the elderly and the kind of grounded, proven knowledge that doesn't expire with age. And if you want more stories like these, stories of real seniors, real change, and real inspiration, then don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that bell so you never miss a beat. We'll tie it all together with one final food that boosts collagen in a way you never expected, plus the biggest mistakes most seniors make at dinner that unknowingly destroy their collagen every night. You don't want to miss that. There's something sacred about dinner time when you're older. The world quiets down, the phones stop ringing. It's just you, your plate, and the choices that tell your body what kind of night it's going to be. We've uncovered 5 potent collagen-boosting foods, including bone broth, citrus fruits, turmeric, and berries, while sharing inspiring stories of seniors who refuse to let go of their health, even when their bodies seem to be giving up. But now in this final chapter, I want to show you how it all fits together. Because this isn't just about food, it's about reclaiming control, about stepping back into your body with purpose. And yes, there's still one more collagen-boosting food we haven't talked about, and a few bedtime mistakes that could be undoing everything you're working so hard to heal. But let me start with a story. A man named George, he used to say, "I've spent a lifetime fixing smiles. I just didn't realize how much I needed one for myself." After losing his wife, George slipped into a habit most seniors fall into without even realizing. He stopped caring about what he ate at night. Dinner became crackers, cereal, maybe a microwave meal. He told himself it didn't matter. But within a year, the signs crept in: paper-thin skin, shoulder pain that wouldn't go away, and brain fog that made crossword puzzles a struggle. Then his daughter, a cardiac nurse, asked him a simple question: "Dad, what are you feeding yourselves before bed?" That question turned everything around. And what came next might be the most overlooked collagen booster of them all. Let's talk about eggs. Yes, the most humble, affordable, and underrated source of natural collagen-building nutrients out there. You see, collagen isn't found directly in eggs the way it is in bone broth. But the amino acids needed to create collagen, proline, glycine, lysine, are found in abundance in the egg white. Meanwhile, the yolk is packed with biotin and sulfur, both crucial for collagen metabolism and skin elasticity. Seniors who eat eggs regularly have been shown to maintain better muscle tone, joint flexibility, and even stronger hair and nails, according to studies from the Journal of Nutrition and Aging. And the beauty of it is, you don't need a fancy recipe. George started small: 1 boiled egg before bed, maybe with some spinach or a piece of toast. Within a month, his skin felt firmer. His memory sharpened. He started telling jokes again at the senior center, jokes people actually laughed at. That's what nourishment can do. It brings you back to life. So don't overlook the power of 1 egg. Not when it could be the difference between waking up sore and waking up strong. Now let's close the loop I promised earlier. Because just as some foods build collagen, others quietly break it down, especially when eaten at night. And this, sadly, is where many well-meaning seniors make their biggest mistake. The collagen killer hiding in plain sight? It's added sugar. especially when paired with processed carbs before bed. You might think, what harm is a cookie or a sweet cup of tea? But here's what you need to know. Sugar triggers a process called glycation, where sugar molecules bind to collagen and make it stiff, brittle, and prone to breakdown. And the older we get, the less resilient our collagen becomes. A 2020 study published in Nutrients showed that high nighttime blood sugar levels were directly correlated with decreased collagen density in aging adults. And yet most seniors snack on toast, crackers, or packaged sweets late into the evening, unknowingly accelerating the very symptoms they're trying to avoid. Let me take you back to George for a moment. Before he made that change, his go-to dinner was peanut butter and jelly on white bread. Sounds innocent, right? But once he cut that out and replaced it with 1 egg and half an avocado, his energy shifted. His inflammation dropped. He even said, "It's like I stopped rusting." That's the power of simple swaps. And it's not about going hungry, it's about eating with intention. So ask yourself, what does your body need before it rests? A sugar spike or a signal that it's time to heal? Let me break it down for you. If you want to build collagen after 60 without pills, here's your path. Bone broth for gelatin and amino acids, citrus for vitamin C, turmeric to reduce inflammation, berries to protect against oxidative stress, eggs to deliver the exact nutrients your body uses to build collagen. And the secret sixth food, it's not a food, it's a choice. A choice to remove what breaks you down. That's senior health in a nutshell. Build more than you break. So where do we go from here? It starts tonight. Maybe you add a hard-boiled egg to your dinner. Maybe you skip the cookie and try berries with yogurt. Maybe you make your first pot of bone broth this weekend. Whatever it is, start small. Start proud, because no matter your age, your body is still listening. And if you give it the right inputs, it will respond. Before we wrap up, I want to ask, where are you watching from? Is it California, Germany, Ireland? Drop your city in the comments below. We're building a global circle of resilience, one reflection at a time. And if this series helped you think differently about food, aging, and strength, don't just like the video, subscribe to the channel, tap the bell, and share it with someone you love. Because this is Elderly Reflections, where every choice is a chance to keep building. From your skin, to your bones, to your sense of purpose. Remember, the goal isn't to look younger, it's to stay strong, stay sharp, and stay connected to your body, to your community, and to the wisdom that's only earned with time. Here's the collagen, here's the courage, and here's to the quiet power of choosing yourself. One meal at a time.